Howdy, y'all. We gotta talk. We gotta talk about current events. Again, I think this is gonna be nonstop, and I apologize in advance, but we gotta talk about these things because not enough people are paying attention, I don't think. So I got this Twilight Masquerade, and then if we need some more things, I got a 10. So let's go ahead and open this up. I was able to get, honestly, like 4 of these at MSRP off Target, so just keep an eye out for that. They've been popping up. So, and I don't think I've opened up one of these before, so I'm excited. What I'm not excited for is current events. Sorry, I didn't mean to burst out your eardrums if you're wearing headphones. My apologies for that. When it comes to the word investment, I feel like if you're kind of like not forward-thinking person, and your money's, your eye's always on the money, okay, then you might have a pretty one-dimensional concept of what the word investment means. But I think for those who, again, are kind of short-sighted and only are caring about the dollar bills, y'all, I think those people, again, have this they're tunnel vision, okay? They can't see anything besides the dollar bills, y'all. And that's understandable, but it's not the best, okay? Because that's short-sighted, right? And it's definitely been a problem. I love capitalism. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with capitalism. There are, but I'm a big capitalist, man. I love America, and I love, the things that capitalism has created and supplied. Again, there are drawbacks for sure, but on balance, it's controversial, hot take here, but I think capitalism is on balance, meaning everything taken into consideration, not a bad deal. Again, there's a lot of asterisks to that, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, I'm not anti-capitalist. My problem is that when it comes to society, some things are not as simple as dollar bills. This idea of dollar bills being everything is, again, short-sighted. Look at that one. That's fun. I've never seen that one. That's neat. It's short-sighted. And especially if we're talking about making a society, right? Making a sustainable society, not necessarily in an environmental way, but just one that will be around for a while. There are investments that we need to do. And sometimes investments don't result in dollar signs. Sometimes they result in other things. So what the heck am I talking about? I'm talking about like a smart society, okay, of learned, educated people. That is something that you can invest in, and it's not directly related in dollar signs, okay? But I do believe, as an American, that when we invest in, and as a teacher, okay, I believe that when we invest in humans, especially in the education of humans, good things happen, okay, as a result of that. It opens doors. That's, again, like a huge part of being an educator, is I want people to succeed. I want people to be the best version of themselves. And I do believe that when you're not worried about where your next meal is coming from, that you're able to be more creative and create more things and all that stuff. So again, very pro-capitalism, understanding that there are downsides, okay? So here is the Black Star promo, okay? I don't understand why this character is on everything. I don't understand, like, there must be some reason here, because my goodness, there are like 5 different versions of this ogre pawn. There's different masks. I don't really understand that, but it's whatever. Here you go. Here are the sleeves, which is a nice color scheme. I enjoy that. But again, I don't really understand the obsession. Okay, how many packs we got? That one's backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Great. Wow, that's great. Okay. Again, not everything that we invest in results in money. sometimes this feels thick. Are they split? I guess that's normal. I don't know. For some reason, this was feeling thicker than normal. Okay. Now, I am saying that the people who only think in dollar signs are very short-sighted people and very simple. Let's put it that way. They're very simple people. Because all they care about is the dollar signs. They want to see a plus dollar sign and then a number. And the bigger the number is, the more happy that they are. And if it's not like that, then they're mad. They're sad. They're sad because they didn't get what they want. Boo-hoo. Whatever. Okay? Again, I'm a capitalist. It's fine. But as a capitalist, you win some, you lose some. That's how it goes. So stop being a little butt about it. I skipped over hollow. Okay. Trump is a simple man. Think about it. He is a simple man. Okay? He is a very transactional man. He only sees in dollar signs. Literally everything about him is related to dollar signs. Everything. Everything. Okay? And what's hilarious is that this guy has a very famous book, The Art of the Deal. And my God, if this Ukraine situation hasn't shown us how horrible he is at this, and then if we remind ourselves of how many times he's gone bankrupt, and we think about how, if I'm not mistaken, he couldn't even make a casino work in, what is that place called? Jersey City or something, I don't know. One of those places. What is this place called? One of those places in New Jersey where there's casinos everywhere. I'm blanking on the name. If you can't make a casino work, what is wrong with you? Like, the house always wins. How complicated is this? I don't know. I'm sure it's not easy, but I feel like it should be fairly easy. You know, I mean, they're known for scamming people. Casinos are known for the house always wins. Like, how do you make a casino go bankrupt when people are just giving you their money? I don't really understand that. Okay, so that suggests to me maybe you're not the best businessman. You can't even make a casino work. And I'm pretty sure there was more than one casino that he ran to the ground. But anyway, when we're talking about Ukraine, bro and his little minion, I begrudgingly call Mr. Pete Hegseth, Mr. Drunken Dum-Dum over there. They were both revealing their cards, like, right away. Maybe that's how they lost the casino. I mean, not they. Maybe that's how Trump lost the casino. He really doesn't understand how these things work. You're supposed to be this negotiator, this great negotiator, this guy who makes a bunch of deals. So you immediately just say, you know what? I'm just going to follow your little Kremlin talking points and just regurgitate the crap that I've heard from my friend Putin, a renowned global criminal who has done so much damage to his own people. Yeah, that is absolutely so smart. He is so smart. This is the best thing he's ever done, right? So I guess that does kind of make sense. Now, again, sometimes, not a lot of times, I feel like as a society, a lot of times the things that we invest in do not result in dollar signs. And that is okay. Because a lot of people, and maybe this is being too optimistic or naive, but I believe that probably most people, again, maybe a bit naive, understand that there are investments that don't relate in dollar signs or don't result in dollar signs. They result in a better society. They result in peace. There's things that aren't necessarily quantifiable. And you could say, well, if there's peace, then there's X amount of, you could calculate how much money the economy would have lost if they had gone into, you could quantify it technically. But if we're just zooming out and we're not looking at it from an economics point of view and we're just talking about world peace situation, again, I think we would be willing to pay a fairly high price for that because it's an investment. We don't like when people die. Some countries have less of a problem with it, apparently. But generally speaking, we, as a part of the West, have been focused on democracy and spreading democracy and human rights and things that we agree as a society are very important and essential. Again, it's not that we haven't done anything wrong. It's not that we've never, trampled on other people's rights. We have definitely done that. And we live, we live and we learn, guys. We make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes bad choices. But we don't have to continue to make these bad choices. Isn't that the point? Isn't that the point, that we should be better? Right? I mean, that's simple. That's simple stuff. So, to go back in history for a second, okay, obviously, you probably have seen some of the pictures of World War II, Europe after World War II, of just the bombing, just like complete rubble and devastation. And afterwards, like, okay, again, we came in, we saved the day, right? We kicked some Nazi butt. It was pretty much a tie. But then we came in and we were like, we're going to shut this stuff down real quick because this is unacceptable. Then, again, Europe is our friend, right? Like, we broke up with Europe. We broke up with Britain specifically. But, and then we had a rough, rocky beginning. Okay, but when it came to World War II, like, that was a big problem, and we came together and we made the Marshall Plan in 1947. World War II ended about 45-ish. And so right after that, we made a deal to make the Marshall Plan, where we would put a lot of money into rebuilding Europe, both physically and economically. And also NATO was founded in 1949. So here are the hits. We have this. I don't know how much this is, but I've never pulled it. And I know that this is a useful card, like when you're playing the game. And then we got this guy. Let's open up this so I can finish my spiel. So NATO was founded, where's my knife? 1949, so a couple years later. Why? Because we all knew that Russia was a problem. We all knew that we needed to work together, meaning Europe, Western Europe, not the Soviet Union, obviously. Western Europe and America knew that we needed to band together, and that an excellent way to help prevent this Russian aggression, which has been a phrase for a very long time. I don't want to say 100 years, but close to it, okay? This phrase, Russian aggression, is a thing that has been around for a long time, and there's a reason for it. So we made that in 1949 with a bunch of the European countries. Can you see me? You can kind of see me. You can see my head. Sorry, I got distracted. Okay. Yeah, again, this was made because we all agreed that Russia was a problem. Russia, as I said in the recent video, Russia was on our side. Ooh, a chilling rain. Nice. Okay. Lost origin, chilling rain. I'll leave the chilling rain for the end. NATO was founded because we all agreed that we need to stick together. We all know that we need to help each other to survive. Because if Russia were to attack any of us, then in NATO, there is a section or a chapter or something of this charter, the NATO charter. I think it's probably a NATO charter. Where if one gets attacked, everybody acts like they got attacked. So everybody steps up to help the other people. Okay, that's because they knew, just by looking at history and seeing how the Russians are, that's funny, Russians are, how the Russians are, that they needed to help protect each other because they were aggressive. They are aggressive. They have proven this time and time again. Okay, here's the code card. I can't remember how many. I wasn't really paying attention. Let's do 4. Okay, 4. I'm saying all of this because history is a wise teacher, okay? And when you're talking about a country that does chess moves like Russia does over like decades and decades, it is very important to keep in mind Russia's history, especially over the past 100 years, because they do just continue to do the same thing over and over again. And now with Trump and his little buddy, Mr. Petey Hegseth. Oh, that's a cutie. Did we just get the same card twice? Hold on a second. Trevenant Mianfu. Oops. What was the reverse? No. Okay, I don't know what I'm thinking. No, we didn't get the same. Okay, I guess that's what I was thinking. Poofy pants. Poofy pants. Poofy sleeves. Poofy pants. Poofy sleeves. Sleeves. What am I saying? Okay. So, currently, okay, literally just the other day, last pack, the other day, Zelensky was proposing a European army, like straight up, like not saying like, you know, it would be a good, like straight up saying like, guys, Europe needs an army. Why? Because we are abandoning them. Okay? Further, because Trump is on his BS, Zelensky said he's willing to step down in exchange for Ukraine to have NATO membership. That is a true leader. Willing to abdicate, okay, to relinquish. Let's say it's probably 4 again. Yeah, okay. Because he knows what will protect his country. He knows that he has been fighting for NATO membership since probably before the invasion happened. And he has been very strong on that. He understands that this is not going to come off the table. Whereas Mr. Petey automatically was like, no, it's not going to happen. That's silly. Like, that's problematic beyond comprehension. Then if you zoom out a little bit more, okay, our Canadian friends, brothers, sisters, feel that their sovereignty, meaning like their self-control of their nation, their freedom to exist as a country, that it is actively threatened. And that's because our stupid president keeps threatening it. Our friend from the beginning, actively threatening. Wow, that was a whole bunch of nothing. Wow, okay. We opened up how many packs, and this is what we got. Not the best. But, okay, this is really, really important. Not only does Canada feel like their sovereignty is being threatened, and it is, Europe feels abandoned. Again, we have been strong partners since World War II. Since we got into World War II, let's put it that way. And we helped them get back up on their feet and all this stuff. And again, these are investments. Okay, USAID. I was watching the news today, and they had somebody who was, I think it might have been the host himself, talking about the USAID bags that they have with food in them. And they showed the picture, and on the bag, it says USAID, and then underneath it says, from the American people. America is known for being a very charitable nation. We are known for being loud. We're known for being like naive, okay, and stuff like that, and that's fine. But we have been known for a long time to be one of the most charitable nations in the entire world, in the entire like human history. And that's something that I'm okay with. I really enjoy soft power. I think it's wonderful. Soft power is, let me see if I have something else I can open. Hold on a second. I have a tin. That's a big tin. Okay, I'm going to open a tin. Uno momento, por favor. Because I need to talk about soft power and hard power real quick. Okay. And you know with me that when I say real quick, that's not going to be real quick, but that's fine. Okay. We'll just stack these guys up. Or you know what I can do? Let's organize this while I talk to you. Okay, let's do that instead. I might as well, because it always takes me time to do that anyway. And somebody's going to enjoy watching. I didn't have my light on this whole time. No wonder I couldn't see anything. Oh my gosh, my apologies. Okay, so let's organize this. So I talk about soft power and hard power. I'm going to do, in case you're wondering what I'm doing, holographic, reverse hollows, and then the non of either one. Okay, soft power and then energy. Soft power is when you have influence, but you're not forcing to have that influence. You're doing it by being nice to people. Now, that sounds a bit villainous, kind of. It sounds like you're kind of using people. However, it's a good, everybody benefits. Again, I'm not saying that we don't have a problem with condescension. Like, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that if we're talking about day-to-day stuff of helping people while also making sure that good people are in our pocket, meaning like normal people who are starving, like if we can help normal people who are starving, why would we not do that? Think about it. Again, the main reason why people would say we shouldn't do that is because we have people at home who are starving. Okay, do you know that we have enough money to help all of these people? Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought that maybe it's not just one group of people against everybody else? Because how much does it really cost to give dying people in Africa, in some random rural country in Africa? How much money does that really cost? It's really not that much. Again, if we look at what Doge is doing, I was trying to think of something, a silly, alternative phrase for that. But if we just take that into consideration of like how much they're actually cutting, it's really not that much. Like, it's just pennies. Like, you're basically just shaving off some stuff as like losing weight. And it's like, but you just cut off like your one part of your finger. That's all you did. So how useful is that really? And what have you done to affect your future? Right? You're trying to lose some weight and you cut off part of your finger. Yes, you technically did lose weight. But again, how much damage are you doing for the future? When there have been other options of how to lose weight quickly. Not saying that that's healthy. But again, everything that we do has a consequence, for better or for worse. And you might as well make the thoughtful choice first, right? Doesn't that make sense? Doesn't it make sense of, hey, maybe instead of just slashing everything, let's think about the programs that we would like to continue. Let's start there. Let's start with that. Let's poll America. Let's see what Americans want to spend their money on. What are they willing to spend their money on? Because if we're asking average Americans, do you want to spend your money on the National Park Service? Most people, well, I bet you, most people probably say, yeah, for sure. Okay. If you ask most people, hey, would you like the American government to give poor people around the world drugs to fight malaria and to have women have safe births and, to help starving people in Africa or Asia or wherever, people are probably going to say, yeah, you know what? I think that's a fairly good use of my tax money. I'm happy to help. Because again, we're Americans. We are known for being kind, charitable people. We're okay with that. It's a beautiful thing. It's something that we are proud of. And at the same time, you have these people who are at the front of the Republican Party, acting like America has been told to be ashamed. Our teachers in schools have been using anti-American propaganda to make them hate America. Really? As if that makes sense. But it also just seems like if we look at the actions of the people at the top, you're going against American values. Like things that bring people together. The National Park Service. Everybody enjoys that. I don't care if you're a Democrat, Republican, socialist, anarchist, whatever. People enjoy that. And everybody wants to help people who are starving. Okay? These are not controversial things. You also look at who they're firing. They're firing federal government employees. Interesting. Very, very interesting, because when you think about it and you look at what are the backgrounds of a lot of these people who work in the federal government, hey, look, a lot of them are veterans. Hey, look, a lot of them are spouses of active duty soldiers and servicemen and women. Then you're going to fire them. And a lot of times, generally speaking, there's a lot of people who are conservative, who are veterans or active duty. So, again, you're cutting off more of your finger. Because you're just seeing, oh, that's an easy couple mil to cut off. But what does that couple mil do? Like, they're just so stupid. These decisions are so stupid. They're so short-sighted. You haven't thought about this for 2 seconds. You just see dollar signs and you say, that's the one. But to go back to my original point, not all investments involve receiving monetary return. And as Americans, we have always believed that. We have always believed that standing up for what is right is worth it, period, end of story. We didn't care how much it was going to cost to kill the Nazis. We didn't care. And guess what? Everybody in the society of America, I might as well open up another tin because I'm getting hot here. Sorry to bust your eardrums again. As Americans, we have never cared how much it costs to kill Nazis. We have never cared what our sacrifices are to make sure that we are supporting our friends in Europe or in Asia. We've never cared about that. When it came to World War II, we all pitched in together. We all sacrificed. Everyone sacrificed. You want butter? Nope. You want pantyhose? Which seems like something weird. But yes, women wanted pantyhose. They wanted tights, okay? But guess what? That equipment, not that equipment. Well, yeah. That resource was needed for wartime stuff. And guess what? Ladies were like, you know what? I am a patriot. I'm going to help my boys overseas. I'm going to help my brother. I'm like literal brother. I want to help my metaphorical brother. I'm going to help my dad. I'm going to help all these people who are over there fighting these Nazis, man. You know, you want to go to the store and get all your food? Well, I hope you didn't use all your rations yet. We were okay with that. Sorry, I keep having to adjust my earbuds. They fall out of my ears. We were okay with that. We are Americans. We are always okay with that. World War II was an expensive-ass war, okay? Probably the most expensive thing we've ever spent money on, honestly. But it was okay because we were killing Nazis. Like, okay, that's fine. That's fine. And we did that for years. And we were okay with it. I'm not saying that we should send people over to Ukraine at all. I think they can handle it themselves. I'm totally fine with keeping them, giving them money. I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. Because they want to defend their country. Let's let them defend their country. Let's let people have sovereignty. Wow, what a crazy idea. Let's let people just mind their own business. And that's the funny thing, is that he thinks that, Trump thinks that we are involved in someone else's war. And like, I get that. But guess what? We're America. He has this backwards. I feel like we just opened up this pack. I feel like we definitely, because this is Twilight Masquerade, but I feel like sometimes they just make the same packs of cards every once in a while. So I'm going to put this in this pile. Let's just go ahead and, well, I'll do that like this. Where was my stack of regulars? I was at the bottom. Okay, I'll just put it right here. So my point is, I feel like our values and our morals and our ethics have been abandoned. Like, I feel like Europe feels. I feel like Canada feels. I don't feel threatened. But I do. I feel like America is at a really pivotal turning point, and I don't like it. Because I don't like the side that's winning. I don't like the side who's winning, because I feel like if there was a Nazi situation, like, oh, I don't know. Hey, you're a cutie patootie. Okay, we definitely got the Iron Ladies before, but check this. Look at this little buddy. Oh, and that your feet in. Oh, that is just so cute. This is what America should be, guys. A cutie, helpful, but can mess somebody up if they want to. Like, look at those fangs, man. Okay, this is soft power. That's what I was trying to get at. Soft power is an American way. And people have complained about it forever. Okay? Because, again, it seems a bit colonization-ish, okay? Whereas Trump straight up is saying, in exchange for us to help you out, Ukraine, we need your resources. No, that is colonization. Okay? You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Okay? That's fine. To me, that's fine. I'm okay with giving people money and support, and then you hold the line. That's fine. I don't want troops over there. But I'm okay with my money going over there to help defend their country and help defend Europe. Especially without our boots on the ground. I think that's a great deal. I think that's wonderful. I have no problem with that. Okay, soft power is, again, a way that we look after you, and we give you money, and we give you support, and we give you food or whatever you need. Because I don't want you to become easy pickings for my nemesis. My multiple nemesis. Okay? I don't want China coming into these places that I used to help. And then trying to, have some influence there, because I don't trust the Chinese to do it out of the kindness of their heart. And I'm not saying that we do it out of the kindness of our heart, but I'm saying that, again, maybe I'm a bit naive, but I do believe that most of our people nowadays, not necessarily back in the 70s or whatever, but I do believe that nowadays, most people who are involved in USAID and stuff probably are nice humans. Wow. Like, come on, dude. He's trying to be our savior. Maybe it's because he got shot, and it just barely missed his brain. And he thinks that he's the second coming or something. It certainly seems like a lot of his supporters feel that way, which is disgusting. And I think it's causing America some really tough times here. And again, I hope that Americans really start looking themselves in the mirror and say, do I believe that this man is doing what's right for America? How is he How is he representing us on the world stage? How is he affecting our future? How is he affecting our friendships? How is he affecting our allies? And how would I feel if I was in that position where I'm on the receiving end of that? Does this align with our values? Does this align with our morals? I like that one. That's fun. Does this align with our ethics? Because, again, we've done some things over the years that, like, there's things, activities and things in American history that we do feel like were mistakes. Because a nation is a collection of people. And people make mistakes. Sometimes those mistakes have very bad consequences, and sometimes it's no big deal. But soft power is the way to go. Hard power is like a hot war versus a cold war. Okay, if soft power is a cold war, hard power is a hot war, which means bullets and killing and raping, pillaging, ravaging, etc. Everything that comes with war. Soft power allows you to have influence while helping people who are dying, while helping people who are starving or who need medical care or whatever. That's soft power. And we've done that for a long time, like a long, long time. And it has, generally speaking, done pretty well. Again, not saying that there's never been any mistakes. But doesn't it make more sense that you can make more friends by saving people than you do by killing them or by abandoning them? Doesn't that just make sense? It's a weird time that we live in. It's unfortunate. Please keep watching the news. Please pay attention. Please share your information that you're learning with other people, because we have to defend our democracy. And we have to defend other democracies. And we should respect other democracies. We should not undermine them. We should not give up on our cards. We should not just say, hey, Russia, take whatever you want and we're good, right? That's not a peace. That is a concession. That is being a fool. Trump is being a fool. It's disgusting. And I'm tired of it. And I really need more people to pay attention. So that was a fun, happy unboxing and a very optimistic unboxing of Twilight Masquerade ETB, of which I have like 3 more. So I'll probably open those. And we also had this tin that again, oops, this again, what is this weird stuff? I don't know if any of this information is useful. I think I got this straight from the Pokemon Center store. It had 2 Lost Origin and 1 Chilling Reign. So have fun keeping you. If you have any questions or anything that you'd like me to talk about, please put it in the comments below. Please also like and subscribe. And until then, we will see what happens. We'll see what happens next. There we go. That's my tagline. Let's see what happens next. Bye.